It's no surprise that locals often get frustrated with tourists who visit their home city. Sometimes the visitors behave very poorly. In fact, some cities have encountered so many problems with tourists that they've introduced caps on how many people can visit the city per day. Locals in other cities have even held protests against tourism in their hometowns. Welcome to Travel-tastic, and today we'll be taking a look at the top 10 places ruined by tourism. So without any further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Hanoi's Train Street, Vietnam. A street in Hanoi, Vietnam has become popular among tourists in recent years as a place to get the perfect selfie for Instagram. The famous street, dubbed Train Street, has a single railroad track with shops and cafes that sit dangerously close to the tracks. Built in 1902, the unique neighbourhood was once known as the rough part of town, but social media turned the area into a tourist attraction. Business benefited from tourists who wanted to take selfies on the railroad tracks. In October 2019, a train had to make an emergency stop because too many tourists were on the tracks and would not move. As a result, the Hanoi municipal government is forcing the local businesses to close by October the 12th. Number 9. Bloemenmarkt, Amsterdam. In the centre of Amsterdam, you can find the Bloemenmarkt, a collection of flower shops that sit atop floating barges. The popular attraction is now closing due to over-tourism. The market dates back to a time when the shops would receive their flower shipments directly on the canal and sell them right on the barges, but now most of the shops have been turned into cheap souvenir stalls. Michael Sarah Louis, the last of Bloemenmarkt's florists, says it's because large tourist groups stop to take pictures in front of the shops, blocking locals from buying flowers. This year, 18.5 million people are expected to visit Amsterdam, and that number is predicted to jump to 23 million by 2025. Number 8. Komodo Islands, Indonesia. Komodo Island in Indonesia announced that they will close the island for tourists for a year because of the dwindling Komodo dragon population. The Indonesian Ministry of Environment and Forestry said it caught smugglers trying to sell 41 Komodo dragons on the black market for $35,000 each. The island is home to 1,800 Komodo dragons, which is the largest living lizard, weighing up to 200 pounds and can be 10 feet long. During the year of closure, conservationists will monitor the habitat and ensure that the reptiles have enough food and a healthy natural environment. The goal is to increase the Komodo dragon population. Number 7. Venice, Italy. Venice is already going to be sunk, and the masses of tourists that visit the city every year certainly aren't helping. Locals have complained that tourism, including cruise ships, is responsible for enhancing the population of the city, and the UNESCO World Heritage Committee is concerned about the impact it has on Venice's many historical sites. Venice has implemented strict rules regarding tourism. Littering, engaging in horseplay, not wearing a shirt in public, leaving love locks, and writing on or damaging trees or buildings are all fines in the city. According to CNN, the city is even limiting new hotels. Number 6. Dubrovnik, Croatia. In part due to the popularity of HBO's Game of Thrones, Dubrovnik, Croatia has seen a significant increase in tourism in recent years. The coastal city that is frequently seen on the show experienced a 10% rise in tourism in 2015 due to Game of Thrones, according to Dubrovnik's mayor. The city hasn't been able to handle the recent influx of tourists. However, in August 2017, Dubrovnik's mayor announced plans to reduce the tourism allowed in the city per day from 8,000 to 4,000 over the next 2 years. Number 5. Reykjavik, Iceland. Reykjavik, Iceland is a popular tourism spot, especially given recent airfare deals. However, the entire country has been overwhelmed with tourists in recent years. In 2015, 1.26 million people visited Iceland, compared to the country's population that year of approximately 330,000. In 2016, the number of American tourists alone will be greater than the number of locals. Number 4. Cozumel, Mexico. Cozumel, Mexico is a beautiful island surrounded by the Caribbean Sea. It's also the second most popular cruise ship destination in the world, according to the BBC. Coral reefs surround the island. Although significant amounts of coral have been destroyed by boats and scuba divers, the remaining reefs have also been damaged by pollution from heavy boat traffic. Number 3. Barcelona, Spain. Locals in Barcelona aren't shy about their disdain for tourists. Early this year, a protest that was against tourism turned violent when protesters attacked a tour bus and hotel. Popular attractions have even changed their rules as a result of tourist activity. La Boqueria, a large public market, banned 15 tourists back in 2015. Before the ban, a large group of vacationers often blocked foot traffic while taking photographs, causing disruption for vendors and regular customers, according to Telegraph. Number 2. New York, New York. New York City has been a popular vacation destination for years, although the tourism industry is only growing. The New York Times reported earlier this year that the city currently has 113,000 hotel rooms, although that number is expected to rise to 137,000 by 2019. From the ever-growing hotel market to the influx of trendy foods on social media that tourists wait in line for hours to try, some would argue that the tourists have taken over New York City. Number 1. Kyoto, Japan. As tourism in Japan increases, small cities like Kyoto have been taking a hit. Kyoto quickly became famous for its small, quaint streets and its cozy tea houses. It's also known as the perfect place to spot geisha and their apprentices. As a result, tourists have been flocking to the city to take pictures, invading private property and bothering the geishas. Some tourists even go as far as to chase the geishas and pull on their kimonos. A local resident group in the city voted to charge tourists $92 if they are caught taking pictures of private property or of geishas without their permission. Locals will be enforcing the new rule until video surveillance is set up. And so we wrap it up here, folks. Which of the above cities do you like the most? Have you been in any of these already? Let us know down in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Traveltastic to never miss quality content just like this in the future. Thank you for watching and see you next time.